One of the reasons that I love systems of equations so much is they're actually useful in life. Like, you can just see how they're useful in your own life and how we can relate that. It's not necessarily something you might do if you were an engineer or something like that. Like, I can see how this applies to life directly. So, a contractor hires 2 trucking companies to haul 1,600 tons of crushed stone for a highway construction project. The contracts state that one company is to haul 4 times as much as the other. Find the amount hauled by each company. So if you are ever managing a company, this is something that you might have to figure out. So I'm going to start right away with thinking, okay, I want to be a good reader. I'm going to highlight the things that are important. So take a moment to do that. Okay, so I'm going to give you a process to think through. I know that oftentimes one of the hardest things for me is just to come up with just a thought process in what I'm going to do. So I have made up a Frayer model, and so we're going to go through and we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to first, let's define some variables. So I have 2 companies. What should I call them? I'm going to call company 1 X and company 1 Y. Could I use other letters? I sure could, but there's like no other good names right now, so I'm just going to go X and Y. So this is company 1, and Y is company 2, and it doesn't really matter which one is which. All right, then I'm going to go back and I'm going to think, I'm going to look over here for some totals. Is there a total as I go through in there? And so, totals. Yes, there is a total. There's a total at 1,600. Tons. Okay, are there any other totals in there? No. All right, so now I'm going to move bottom left, and I'm going to say, now let's write some equations. I'm going to need 2 equations because there's kind of 2 different things going on. So, equation 1, I'll write that here, equations. I had a total, so I'm just going to write equals right away. I know something equals 1,600. What is it that equals 1,600? Well, it's the 2 companies together, so how do I write that? Then there's another equation in there, but where does it come from? Like, what does it do? Let's see. The one company is to haul 4 times as much as the other. Does it matter if it's X that's 4 times as many as Y, or Y that's 4 times as many as X? It doesn't. So I'm going to say, how about Y equals 4X? Could be the other way around, doesn't matter. Now I'm going to think, what's the best way to solve this? I usually really like elimination, but is this a good option for elimination? I would say no, I wouldn't use elimination. I would substitute on this one. I would take this and substitute it right into there. So that's what happens over here. So I'm going to take that original Y plus something equals 1,600. And then I'm going to plug in that 4x right here. So I know 5x equals 1,600. So the one company, 320. Okay, so if that company does, so X does 320, so company 1 well, if that that's true, then company 2 does the rest. So you could either multiply the 320 times 4, or you could just subtract it out 1280. There we go. So again, going through and just having a process is super helpful. So let's try one more. Oof. This one, you're going to see a lot like this. We actually have done problems like this before this year, or this fall. So let's go through and highlight the important, and if we've got some totals, let's write them down right away. Totals are going to go here. So a total of 1,200, awesome. It's into 2 funds. One payout is 9%, and the other is 11%. Okay. The last year your investment increased by 1180. That looks like a total to me again in the 2 funds. How much is invested in each? Okay, so I've got 2 totals. I've got the 1,200 total, 1,200, 12,000, 12,000 total, and then my other total is 1180. Okay, and I've got 2 different funds. This time it matters who is who. So I'm going to say X is the 9%er and Y is the 11%er. Now, I just have to say who is who. It doesn't matter who's who as long as I label them and say here's where we're going. Okay, now I'm going to go down and make some equations. I know I have 2 totals, so I'm going to write them both down because both totals are important. Okay, this top one is the total invested. But the bottom one isn't about the investment, it's about the interest that was made. So you have like 2 piles of money, and each pile of money is going to make some interest on it. So it's the interest that deals with the 9% and the 11%. But the total amount invested, we don't care the percent yet. So here is the 2 piles of money, the X plus the Y. Those 2 piles of money together are $12,000. Now, they are going to earn some interest. So I still have the X and the Y, but the X, now the interest part, what was the interest on it? Well, if I go up, I can see it. 9%. How do I write that? And then, if I've got interest for the other one, how do I write that? Now, I can solve this. I would probably, this one, oh look, I've got everything in standard form, so I'm going to go through and I'm going to use elimination on this. So, does it matter if you get rid of the X or the Y? It does not. So I'm just going to move it over. So I'm going to say I've got the 0.09x plus 0.11y equals 1180. Now, which one do I want to get rid of on the other side? It doesn't matter, so I'm going to use the 0.9 because it's out front. I could use the 0.11, doesn't matter, personal opinion. Okay, so then I grab my handy dandy calculator. You do that while I do that as well. Now I can go through and just solve it. I love this. made a mistake. Do you see it? Did I make any more mistakes? If you were watching me originally going, what is she doing? Yep, I just make mistakes sometimes. Okay, so now I divide by 0.02. Okay, so y is $5,000. Okay, but it's really important. The y, what's the percentage of the y? So 11%, maybe I should write it, $5,000 at 11%. Okay, this question I think was asking me what about both at each rate. Okay, sometimes it only asks one, but this is asking for both. So if there's 5,000 at one of them, what's the other? $7,000 at 9%. Isn't that always how it works? Like you have more money in the lower one. How did I know that? Well, I knew from originally right here that together they equal $12,000. So there must be 7,000 there. So that process is really helpful for me. Just thinking through word problems, the Frayer model is so helpful. Yay!